Welcome to another episode of Take Control 360. Recently, I had a great opportunity to interview Amy Schmittauer. On our last episode, we saw the first half of the interview. We had so much fun, I got a second half for you coming up. Also today, I'm going to show you a method that I use to take control of my day. I hope you find it helpful. So let's get started. In case you missed it the last time, here is the intro I used to introduce Amy, followed by my interview. Check it out. She is a new media triple threat, a YouTuber, keynote speaker, and author. She coaches people to go after what they want in life, leveraging online video to make it happen. Creator of the popular YouTube series Savvy Sexy Social, which boasts a global community and millions of viewers. Her first book is Vlog Like a Boss, How to Kill It Online with Video Blogging, which is available on her website and at Amazon.com. She shares her collection of strategies and tactics that help you create videos that get you the attention you deserve. So without further ado, here's my interview with Amy. All right, now we're going into the YouTube part. How did you get started with YouTube?
Oh, that's an easy one. The first video I ever made, and I talk about this story in the book, is a video I made for a bride. I was in her bridal party, and I'd never made a video before. And that was the first time I made a video, and you sort of can hear how that story went. But when I realized I loved what I did there, and I loved the effect that it had on people, when I made something for one person and all these people loved it, I just thought that's so cool. And then I started to look online to see, who else was doing this, and that's just how I discovered YouTube. It was like, oh, cool, if I make more videos, I can upload them here and share them with people. It wasn't like this strategy of being big on YouTube. I started to realize there were people using the platform and becoming popular for some very basic life sharing, but it was just a tool, and that's it. And I've just been using that tool because it's been the best tool ever since, and now it continues to be even more relevant than ever. And that was back in 2008, 2009 that I actually joined YouTube. I actually think I joined technically in 2007. So it's been a long time. It's been a long time that I've been on there, but it wasn't until later in 2009 that I realized it was a place where I was building a community around my life and the type of person that I was. And that's how I learned a lot about marketing online.
Now, how do you stay consistent with the videos?
Oh, it goes right back to that Google Calendar. If you don't decide it so, it will not happen. It's very easy to say, I'm going to make a video every single day. It's very easy to say that. In fact, I did that with Savvy Sexy Social when I started it in 2011. I was like, this is going to be a daily video blog. And that didn't happen because I didn't set the time. It became a weekly, and then maybe a couple times a week, and then it would go months without. And so until you really set a schedule and then show and reflect it how you're going to make it happen in your time and being reasonable with that. I can edit a very easy video in 15 to 20 minutes now, but back then it probably would have taken me a couple of hours because I wasn't experienced with editing. You have to be reasonable with how much you know and how much time it's going to help make for you to make it happen, and then schedule it. And then you'll get faster, and then you'll get better, and you'll become more natural on camera. You won't need to make as many takes. You won't take as long to edit, and it'll hopefully be easier for you. But setting the time to make it happen in conjunction with the schedule that you make for yourself is huge. So it's all on my calendar. As a matter of fact, as soon as I get off here, I've allotted a certain amount of time to edit the next video that's got to come out. So unless it's scheduled, it doesn't get done.
That's how I started, by the way, the April version of your vlog every day.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's how I got started, too. And you're right. The first couple of days, this is not bad. Then it's over and over. It's like, oh, my God, this is tougher than...
Yep.
So I remember that. Now, what is the most enjoyable part about making videos for you?
I think honestly, it goes back to what it was at the very beginning. I love the editing process. That's sort of like the only real creative outlet I've ever felt I've had. It's funny because I'm in two different worlds. It feels like there's the YouTuber world, and a traditional YouTuber really does everything for themselves. They talk to the camera, they edit everything, they promote it wherever they can on their own social platforms, and they don't rely on a lot of people. And then there's the business world where it's very smart to find scale where it makes sense and to do your best work somewhere and to get help with everything else. Well, for most people in the business world that want to do a video, they may not be proficient in editing, and so they'll outsource that. So a lot of my business friends have always said, like, Amy, you got to stop editing your own videos. That's just so silly. It's a waste of time. You could get somebody that's really good at it to do it for you. And yes, I could. And yes, I could offload that and it would be great. I could get all that time back. But then I would lose the whole reason why it's my favorite thing in the world. I'm okay with watching a video of myself, but if someone else had their hands on the part of it that I love so much, then I lose interest. So my favorite part is definitely the editing and continuing to get better at it, but just find new ways to add my twist to it, because that's what makes it mine, not just having my face on camera.
So now people have videos now on YouTube. Now, what do you think of the top 3 strategies for a beginner with YouTube?
I think the top 3 strategies are this. The number one is you can't forget what network you have. If you're just getting started, it can be very disheartening to go to a platform where you're uploading your video, whether it's a Facebook page or a Snapchat account, or it could be YouTube, and to be uploading to 0 people. That's tough, and especially when it might take some time to grow that presence. Remember where your network does exist. We are humans. We know people. We can connect with those people and have them help us. So who can you ask for help to help you kind of get past this little moment of quiet time that might just be you? And that's really important. A lot of people forget that. So when they first start making video, they're like, nothing's working. No one's following. Like, who have you told? Did you just want the online masses to flock to you with no one advocating for you? You have to set your network in motion. That's really important. The second thing I would say is to follow my authority video formula, because you'll see a very important part at the beginning. I talk about it in the book, but there is something called loyalty treatment. And what it means is not treating everybody like they're new, but instead treating everybody like they've been watching you for years, or even that you've been making video for years. What people have a tendency to do is go to that elevator pitch, and they'll start a video, they'll hit record, and they will just start delivering that elevator pitch. And maybe the video was supposed to be a tutorial about how to make coffee, but you started talking about, here's my coffee shop, here's how long I've been making coffee, here's why you should trust me. And it's just like, I came here for a tutorial. Give me what I'm asking you for, and go straight into that. Act like they just jumped in and you've been doing this forever. Treat them like they've always been loyal, so that they will be. And that's what's made my content so bingeable. When I was a nobody and I wanted to enter the marketing space and start talking about social media intelligently to everybody, I didn't waste anyone's time. I just said, here's what we're talking about today. Boom, boom, boom. Tips, tips, tips. Go do this. Hey, by the way, I'm Amy. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to make another video for you tomorrow. If you treat people like loyal from the beginning of the video, you won't be wasting their time. You will have a better video in turn, even if it's your first one and it feels very painful. And people will come back because they know that they can trust you. You did something for them immediately. And lastly, I think I would say to remember the context of every environment. If you choose Snapchat, or you choose YouTube, or you choose Facebook, you can choose all of them, but they are not all the same. So you cannot treat them like they are the same. What you upload to YouTube will not be as good as what you upload to Facebook. You might have to change it a little bit or a lot. Snapchat's completely different, right? It's totally raw. It's mobile only. It's not going to be anything like that stuff. How are you offering something different in all of these different places, but not having to recreate the wheel? It can be the same video, but it might be different perspectives. You could be live on Facebook while you're filming the video that you're going to upload to YouTube. And on Snapchat, you're showing them the behind the scenes before, during, and after. And that's how you have to think of each of these things. That's the biggest piece of advice I can offer, because right now people are confusing repurposing with copy paste. And that is not what repurposing is. If you don't respect the different places that are these little cocktail parties of social media, your content's not going to fly.
All right, now here's an interesting one. Now, so if you have advice for your younger self, which is like the 2010 version of you, okay, what would you say about video strategy and marketing?
I think I would say, let me choose what route I want to go down here, I think. I think I would say to upload less frequently. Because, yes, because I think just like everybody sort of thinks repurposing is the copy paste mentality, I've learned a lot about what posting less frequently but being more intentional with every video can do. That being said, I don't know that I would change anything, because I think the reason why I've done so much in the last 6 years is because I went so hard on a regular posting schedule when I did. But I also think that a video needs time to fly sometimes, and we spend so much time making something, and it's very easy, especially for a YouTuber, to say, okay, I did that video, it's live, time to work on the next one. What you should really be doing is spending time allowing that video to take off and flourish. And I could have marketed videos for twice the amount of time that I did instead of working on the next video and waiting a little bit and letting that video do a little bit better. Because what we've learned now about YouTube is it's all about watch time and growing your watch time. That doesn't mean you have to have lots and lots and lots of videos for people to watch. It just means you have to have a video that's so good, it's shareable, more people will watch it, and they will keep watching it over and over and over again. That builds the health of a YouTube channel. So I would have posted less frequently and marketed my videos more, even though I think I did a really good job of marketing them at the time. And I came out of the industry as a nobody, and everybody's like, who's this girl making videos on YouTube about this thing? And it's helped me tremendously. I could have done even better if I would have marketed one piece of content more. People don't do that enough. They want to make something and then, oh, great. Oh, it didn't do well, or it did do well. Regardless, we move on to the next thing. You've got to let people know what you've done, because it's not always going to fly right as you hit publish.
Now, what are you most proud of about your book?
The fact that I wrote it myself. I think a lot of people are questioning that. Everybody's like, so who helped you write it? And I'm like, I did it. Like, I did it. For a hot minute, I thought, I have to make sure my personality stays in this thing. And I am myself very well on video or podcast. But writing is definitely not my strength. I'm okay, but it's not my strength. So I was worried about that. And I thought I was maybe going to dictate it and have somebody help me get it in writing. But I never ended up doing that. I just ended up sitting down on the computer and writing it. And that was huge for me, because what that required was clearing my schedule for 3 weeks, which didn't even end up happening. It ended up being 2 weeks. I had to clear my schedule to make sure I had that focus. And that's what I'm most proud of, is that I was able to allow myself to get focused for that period of time to get the book done so that it could be done the way that I needed it to be.
What do you want someone to come away from after reading your book?
That they can make video. No matter who they are, what they have access to, what kind of camera they have, where they are in their lives, what their message is, it doesn't matter. You can make video. You can affect and help other people with this medium. And you will be able to after you read the book, because it is such a how-to practical guide on how you can get started right this second. I hope you don't hesitate.
Now, where can they buy this book?
I would say the best place to go is vloglikeaboss.com, or just search for it on Amazon, and it's going to be there waiting for you, because I'm so excited that I'm self-publishing, and I'm working with a publisher that's helping me get some logistics, but technically it's self-published, so it is an Amazon listing, and I'm excited about that.
Are you going to do more books?
I think so. I was really fortunate that I had a sponsor for this book that helped me kind of get this done. And that's my friends at AWeber. They're the best email marketing people you could ever ask for. They are part of the reason why I was like, okay, I think I can finally do this. I think I can actually make this happen. And I won't for a while, just for the same reason that I just said about videos. You got to give them time to fly. I would like to make time for this book to fly. And I came up with something to put in this book, but I think I still have more to learn for a next book. I hope that it's sooner than later, but not too soon, because I would like to spread the word about the Vlog Like a Boss mantra.
Well, based on what you've done before, you're going to kick butt. I know you are.
Thank you so much.
So, well, I know your time is precious here, so I'm not going to keep it too much longer. So I just want to thank you for letting me do this with you. Appreciate the time, and best of luck to you.
Thank you so much for having me, Dennis. I appreciate it.
All right, you take care, Amy.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye. Wasn't that a great interview? I really had fun doing that interview, and it was so much fun. We had a lot of information. I hope you found it helpful. Now, you probably want to run out and buy this book, because it really is such a great book. So but you can easily go to her website, vloglikeaboss.com, and to order her book. Also, you know what? I have an opportunity for you to win a free book. Basically, I have these copies that I'm going to give away. All you have to do is go to my website, which is goals2results.com/AmyBook. There, you just fill out a form and you're entered in the sweepstakes. As simple as that. I hope you look into it. Also, while you're there, check out my website with www.goalsresults.com and sign up for that free membership. Basically, what's great about that free membership is there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that has only access to members, how-to tips and strategies, so check it out. Also, don't forget to go to youtube.com/goalsresults. Subscribe by clicking on the lower left-hand corner, and that way you'll be notified every time I do a video, and I try to do one once a week, so you definitely want to check that out as well. Stay tuned. We have another part coming up. Hope to see you soon. Welcome back. There's so much being thrown at entrepreneurs these days. You have to do this. You must do that. Best way to do this. Best way to do that. It is mind-boggling how many things are thrown at entrepreneurs these days. If you try to follow every single rule of every person out there that's telling you what to do, you will get stressed out to the max. So why not one more person telling you what to do, right? So basically, I've been through this. For the last 2 years, I went through all the different ones. At least I thought a lot of different ones. And I found 2 keys. So these 2 keys have worked for me in taking control of my day. I hope they work for you. So let's check it out and let's see. Hi guys, today I want to talk to you about 2 keys that you're going to need to ensure the results that you want. So let me talk to you about that. You know how being an entrepreneur, all these things are thrown at you. I have to do this, I have to do that. What method am I going to use for success? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? They're all thrown at you. And sometimes it's mind-boggling as well as paralyzing. So what you want to do is you want to choose which one works for you. You might take 1 or 2 things that work, but know this is what I found out, that through all of them, there are really 2 key points to get results. Okay, let's talk about it. First point is know your priorities each day. Second point is do them. You're thinking, wow, nice job, rocket scientist. Now I can shut this video off and move on with my life. Let me explain. Okay, let's start with the first one. Know your priorities. You might say, of course I know my priorities. I have my to-do list. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go through my day. You're going to learn that a lot of tasks, priorities, whatever you want to call them, they mask as priorities, but once you peel back all the layers of that task, you find out it's really not the top priority that you thought. And sometimes people go, I'm just going to bang out the ones that are easiest to do in the day. That's not going to work either. All right. So this is what I want you to do. You take your list and do it the night before. You want to pre-plan your day. Take your list, go through each task that you want to do the next day. Then go through those tasks and ask yourself 2 questions. First question is, will doing this task move me forward in my business? If the answer is no, you're going to skip to the next one. Simple as that. If the answer is yes, you're going to ask a second question. Am I the only one in my business that needs to do this? Okay? If you say yes to both of those questions for a task, you put an HP next to that task. Stands for high priority, HP. I want you to go through all of your tasks and do that. Okay? Now, before I go even further, let's talk about this now. Let me give you an example of what you should do in that case. Let's suppose you have to put social media posts. You have to post social media. okay, in all your platforms every day. So one of the tasks is to do social media posts. So ask yourself, is that going to move you forward? Yeah, it will move you forward because you want to be consistent in your social media and you want to show your followers, okay, as much as you can to help them move their day forward. So yes, you want to be consistent as much as possible. And also, one interaction with one person, you never know what will happen. Not only will it help them, but it will help you because you may get a lot of business out of that one person. You never know. So yes, social media is very important. So that would be a yes. Let's move on to the second part. Are you the only person who needs to do that task? Now, if you're a one-person shop, then guess what? The answer is yes, you have nothing else. If you can outsource it or some other things to do social media posts, I would do that. Now, you can be in charge of what's going to be seen since you want to project the brand and all that stuff. And you also want to be in charge of engagement and all that stuff. But actually posting the stuff on each of the platforms, you probably don't need to do. Okay? And if you do need to do that, let me give you one tool to look at. Look at Hootsuite.com. That's a tool that can schedule your posts, not even days in advance, weeks in advance, months in advance if you want. And you can do that all in one or two sittings, especially if you do a month out. And guess what? That task now comes off your list every day. So just keep that in mind. That's how you go through each of the tasks. That's a perfect example of that. So you've gone through your list, and now you have all the high priorities. Great. Now let's go on to the second key. Do them. All right? What I want you to do is you want you to take those high priority tasks and prioritize those because some are going to get you further along than the others. So now you label them. I don't care if it's 1, 2, 3, 5 tasks, okay? You should have at least one. You should have at least 3, I think, but let's do at least 3, say. So now you have those 3. What I would suggest to do the first thing in the morning, you do the number 1 high priority task. And you set aside an hour, what I like to call 50-10. It's 50 minutes of focused energy on that task. You don't do any interruptions, no phone calls, no emails, no talking to people, no going on to another task. It's just that one task. And then what you're going to do is you're going to just go through that task. Now, after 50 minutes, if you're done with that task, fantastic. You move on to the next one. If you need another 50 minutes, go for it. Take a 10-minute break, then come back to it and go for it. All right? Now, what you want to try to do is at least in the morning, try to do 2 in a row. Okay? You might ask yourself, I don't have time to do 2 in a row. Okay, can you wake up earlier? Okay, maybe that you can wake up early. Maybe go to bed earlier the night before. These are just different things that you can figure out, but you really want to at least get 1 task done, preferably 2 tasks done right off the morning. Because guess what happens? Now you go through your day, and trust me, things come up during the day that are unforeseen, and what happens is your day pretty much gets lost. Or something you think might take 1 hour now turns into 2 or 3 hours. You never know about your day. But here's the thing, if you start your morning off every day finishing the number 1 high priority, you will be amazed at how much further you're going to get towards your results and how quicker you're going to get towards your results as anyone else, as what you thought you'd planned. That's what you want to do. You want to get further along. Now, if you can go throughout the day and maybe find different periods in your day that you can do another 50-10, great. You know, your goal should be try to 4. You might say, oh my God, 4 is way too much. If you can get 4, I bet you during those 4, you're going to get pretty much like 8 hours worth of work. Okay, it just happens like that. When you can focus and get non-interruption done on these tasks, you'll be amazed at how much you can do. So what do you do with a 50-10? How do you keep track of it? Easy. Use your phone. Okay, use your phone, put it on timer, and that's it. Now, if the phone rings, you don't answer it. Again, that's uninterrupted. Okay, but you want the timer to use just how it goes off. That's the only reason why you're going to use your phone. Now, I made a video on what not to use a 50-10. Why don't you check that out? I hope you enjoy it. It's just a little parody on 50-10. Okay, 50 minutes. Okay. And if you do these 2 keys, you will be amazed at how much you can get done during a day. And please, pre-plan your day, okay? Pre-plan this so that you can get your top priorities done, your highest priorities, your true highest priorities done every day. If you like what you see, check out more on my website, goalstoresults.com. There you can sign up for free membership, how-to tips and strategies, behind-the-scenes footage, and many, many more. And also become a subscriber to my YouTube page, which is youtube.com/goalstoresults. Click on the subscribe button in the lower left-hand corner of all my videos and subscribe today so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thanks for watching this episode today. If you missed any of the episodes, please check them out. The links are below. Also, I am constantly looking for people to interview. If you're an entrepreneur and you want to be a guest on my show, it's very simple. All you got to do is go to my website at goalstoresults.com, and there's a contact us. You fill out the form. And basically, you do that. I don't care where you live because we can do it via Skype. So I hope you have a great day. Remember, find what you want to do and take action.